Hey, what's up, my little tattletales? Yo, come in, shut the door, pull up a chair. Yo, we got some piping hot tea. Woo! Kim Kardashian is in the news again. No, not for dressing like a Balenciaga Spider-Man, and not for embarrassing herself by putting her kids on live. Yes, I know what everybody's thinking. Why weren't the kids in the car seat? Girl, I think the whole thing was fake. They was probably parked outside for the last 12 hours and got into the car for that live. No, 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 no. She is in the news for trying to hold on to this piece of man by using none other than her kid's father to make him jealous. That's right, y'all. I know. Listen. You know how it is. I'm going to give you the receipts and then let me know at the end if you think it's a breach or if you think there might be something to it. Y'all ready to go? All right. I know you're doubtful now, but I think you're going to be a believer by the end of it. But first, before we get into all that, why don't you go hit the like, subscribe button? You know, do what it do. It is YouTube, baby. You know how this works, but I would appreciate your support. All right, let's get to the mess. Okay, so as we know, Kim and Pete have been lugged up for a minute. She's been saying he's the best man I ever had because he bought her thrifty ice cream and went to CVS and Walgreens for fine, I guess. Different strokes for different folks. I guess when you're a billionaire, it's the little things that count. And by little, I mean the little things. But that's not it. They also flaunted this trip in Tahiti, right? That was like vacation. I think they actually might have been on a private island, but if not, they were on an exclusive part of Tahiti. Okay, fine. Why is that relevant? Because you might not know, but Pete actually is in Queensland right now. That's right, Queensland, Australia. If you guys have never been to Queensland, Brisbane Bay, all that stuff, you don't know what you're missing. Listen, the sunsets are out of this world, and I am not joking. Okay, so let me get to the point. He's in Queensland right now filming. Now, we all know that Pete has a tendency of leaving one relationship before the other one is done, meaning he breaks up on a girl on Tuesday, and Tuesday at 5 p.m., and Tuesday at 5:30, he's doing pap strolls with Ariana Grande. He's with Kaya Gerber. He's with Kim Kardashian. Now, I'm not saying those relationships overlap. I am saying that they happen very close to each other. We all know what happens in Hollywood when people are filming on set. There's a lot of hoorah. However, we also need to know that for Pete, this relationship is moving surprisingly slow. Now, what does that mean? It means he might have come to a senses and realized you can't ask somebody to marry you after knowing someone for 2 weeks. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do, but is that the best thing? Survey says, it's not. It's been moving uncharacteristically slow in Pete Davidson years because we all know his relationships go in dog years. However, Kim seems to be the person that is benefiting less out of this relationship. Now, while he is holding her hand and feeding her pistachio nut and chocolate malt crunch from Thrifties, that still doesn't discount the fact that since he's been involved with her, he has gotten several lucrative deals, TV shows, even movies. Yes, y'all, listen, the Kardashian effect is real. Kris Jenner does have connections, and Kim by proxy has built up a lot of things on her own. Let's see, there's the H&M contract, there's this movie Queensland, there's that series that he tried to get off the ground for 2 years before he started publicly dating Kim Kardashian, and now it's all coming together. Now listen, if you're with someone listen, I don't care what you guys say, Pete is a social climber. He is more Kardashian than a Kardashian, but I'm not mad at him. That's why you actually date somebody that has more than you and become her little lapdog. Do your thing. Listen, life is a game, and baby, you playing the mess out of it. You know, it is funny to see Kim get Kim Kardashian by Pete Davidson. Now, people have argued, yeah, but you know, he wouldn't just mess it up now by leaving her or cheating on her or just breaking up, because he has so much to use her for. To which I say, but when is enough enough? Because maybe he's gotten enough connections for him that he knows it's a go. And yeah, he could stay around with Kim forever, but maybe he's gotten enough for her. I mean, Kim did leave Kanye, and we can argue that there was a lot more that Kanye could have did for her, or at least maintained. Okay, fine. So we have the basics down, but it's not over. We also have a little evidence that she literally realizes that there is a folly in her plans, right? Like all men that get younger women with money, you realize you really got to put a little mind game in there if you really want to keep them around. Q said mind games, Exhibit A. Now, she did post this cute tribute to North for her birthday. Again, Kim is a loving mom, but a very astute internet sleuth said that t-shirt, the sweatshirts they are both sharing, both have Kanye's name. Now, and I thought at first, very odd, because I supposedly hate the man, and I'm sure you have a million other pictures, but maybe it was a special memory. But then this happened. She penned a loving tribute to Kanye for Father's Day, saying thanks for being the very, very best dad that's ever lived. As a matter of fact, we have the exact verbiage. She said, despite foregoing a birthday wish, it currently seems that the exes are on amicable terms. Let's not forget that TMZ report. Kim actually said, and I quote, "Thank you for being the best dad to our babies and loving them the way you do. Happy Father's Day, yay." Okay, I said, still seems odd for a man you said you hated. You really were thinking you'd wind up the next OJ. But I said, you know what? You never know. Time wounds all heals. I mean, it hasn't been a lot of time, but maybe these wounds have healed. But you guys, there was even more. She showed up at a basketball game with Kanye, which I know she's done before. I said, okay, maybe I'm still on the fence until the trip to New York City. She did a live with Skims where she was bragging about how Kanye was institutional and he's great with packaging. And I know what you're saying. Yeah, right. She's just trying to get him to take the fall for the skin fallout, because even though people might criticize her naming things SKKN by Kim, if Kanye did it, then all of a sudden people will get very quiet. And I have noticed that the internet uproar over her possibly biting people's packages and names has kind of quieted down now that they think that Ye is actually involved. Well played, Kim, well played. But the flaming hot piece of evidence, are you guys ready? Dun, dun, dun. Wearing this hat out on a pap stroll with the kids. You guys, what is the significance of this hat? Well, one, Kanye West had this on while he was sitting next to Miss Kimberly Kardashian at North's basketball game, in which TMZ actually said that things had thawed between Kanye and Kim and they were amicable. They even claimed they went to a Father's Day lunch with Khloe and Tristan. Now, if you guys are new to my channel, let me just tell you, I don't believe that for a second. And if you're not, you know why I didn't. For those of you guys want to catch up, go ahead and watch that video. It's still up on my channel. But Kim wore that hat out in New York. Now, for one, where did she get that hat from? Two, she did release little offsides that Kanye had even been over at the house celebrating Father's Day with the kids. We don't know if that's true or not, but one thing we do know is it looks like Kim is wearing the same hat as Kanye, and it looks like she's not afraid of her life or worried that he's going to be the next OJ. It looks like they're getting on very well, a little too well. Where is Chayney Jones? Let me find out. Now, how is this relevant? Well, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we all know that Pete has always looked up to Kanye. I mean, who wouldn't? Your girlfriend is a maybe lawyer, but she's also dating arguably one of the most talented, loved, and well-respected men on the planet. Even people that hate him still respect him. Things haven't moved as fast as Kim expected with Pete. As far as we know, there's still no marriage proposal. On top of that, he is now filming on location in Queensland. Again, even the most loving couples have gotten pulled apart by what happens on location. Let's also not forget that they've only been together for not even a year, so things are still young. One wonders, is this why Kim introduced him to the kids? Because she wanted to have some type of connection? I don't know, guys. The jury's still out on this one, but my spidey sense is tingling. Chayney Jones, where you at? Kanye, I hope not. Pete, don't fall for the okie doke. But I will just say, Kim has been one of the best to play at this game, and she's an expert at making people jealous. I'm just saying, y'all, Kim's trying to remind Pete what side his bread is buttered on. Anyway, y'all, I'll let y'all know how this ends. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.